Guys, no introduction. The Death of Slim Shady, Coup de Grace. Name of the song is Eminem, Renaissance. Guys, I've been waiting for this for a long time. Like, I've been a really long time. This is the first Eminem release that I've actually, like, caught, that I was aware that it was kind of coming out, right? So let's go ahead and jump into this immediately. Lyrics to pull up just in case we need them. What we're going to do is we're going to let it rock for a little bit, then we're going to go back just so we can kind of get a grasp of everything that we're encountering, guys, all right? Let's do it. Okay. Haley Welsh. Hawk Tua, right?
With balls in his do-rag, he sags, fearing no man. He stands pinning his hand
What?
like Edward Scissorhands, who slices competition and just goes about his business.
Okay.
Anyone who knows about his shindig, shenanigans, and all his whack.
Let's not get too far. All right, so obviously he starts out with the Hawk Tua references. This is the Hawk Tua season, basically, right? So I'm guessing that's what that is, potentially, right? At least. Then he gets into balls in his do-rag. I don't know why balls would be in his do-rag unless someone's balls are on his do-rag, which is intriguing, I guess, right? He's sagging his pants. Okay, so the overall common typical hip-hop aesthetic. Then he basically gets into how he slices through the competition, comparing himself to Edward Scissorhands, guys, right? Brett, let's check it out.
And just goes about his business. Anyone who knows about his shindig, shenanigans, and all his wacky antics in the papers. Shady's dangling a baby tangled in a blanket.
Okay, he definitely did not dangle a baby. That's obviously a Michael Jackson reference, if that's what we're talking about. Anytime I hear anyone dangling a baby, it just instantly brings me back to when Michael Jackson did it. It would make sense. It kind of fits into, kind of Eminem's thing. He makes fun of Michael Jackson and a lot of other celebrities. Everyone knows his shenanigans and they know his shindig, right? His wacky antics in the paper. It's just him being who he kind of has been, right? I mean, controversial Eminem is the best of the best Eminem, right?
Shenanigans and all his wacky antics in the papers. Shady's dangling a baby tangled in a blanket, strangling him, hanging him over the railing by the ankles on some gangster shit.
Right. So yeah, this is definitely that reference to Michael Jackson dangling the baby, at least. It could also be, he says, on some gangster shit, right? Suge Knight. Suge Knight hung Vanilla Ice over basically the banister over the Ice Ice Baby song or something like that, guys, right? It could also be a reference to Raji in the movie Be Cool. He was also hung over the balcony. Basically, the movie Be Cool, Raji basically plays a character similar to the guy from Malibu. What's it called? Malibu's Most Wanted. Right? Malibu's Most Wanted. And yeah, he's hung over the balcony by some gangsters on some gangsters. Right?
Anyone who knows about his shindig, shenanigans, and all his wacky antics in the papers. Shady's dangling a baby tangled in a blanket, strangling him, hanging him over the railing by the ankles on some gangster shit. Child endangerment, dark brain arcane, but it Mark Twain in it. You aren't taming it, sharp pain in the heart, aiming a bar.
Dark Brain Arcane, what he said here, guys. Arcane, something mysterious or secret or something that is not easily understood. Dark Brain, let's just break it down. Maybe he is sinister-minded. He is dark in general in terms of his mind state. Child endangerment, I'm guessing this is going back to the concept of dangling a baby in a blanket over a balcony. Maybe. Let's get it, guys. Oh, Mark Twain in it. Mark Twain, he's a writer of Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn and Follow the Story. It doesn't make any sense why these children are doing any of those things. But either way, yeah, so child endangerment.
Dark brain arcane, but it marked.
Also, he was laid to rest in, I think he died in Connecticut, and he's buried in Elmira. I know that randomly because I've been to Elmira and I saw his tombstone.
Hanging him over the railing by the ankles on some gangster shit. Child endangerment, dark brain arcane, but it Mark Twain in it. You aren't taming it, sharp pain in the heart, aiming a bar chamber that carved names in it. Start spraying it, start raving on beef, start craving it. You're at arm's length, you're in harm's way of it. About to show your ass why I'm still the pain in it.
Let me hear that again.
Dark pain in the heart, aiming a bar chamber that carved names in it. Start spraying it, start raving on beef, start craving it. You're at arm's length, you're in harm's way of it.
Maybe he's like spitting everywhere, right? Maybe he's also comparing himself to like a some type of thing that has the ability to shoot projectiles, like a firearm or something, right? And if you are within the arm's length of him, right, you are at risk of being sliced with his Edward Scissorhands bars, guys. Maybe, potentially, right? Stay away from this man. He's dangerous, is what he's saying here.
Start spraying and start raving on beat, start craving it. You're at arm's length, you're in harm's way of it. About to show your ass why I'm still a pain in it. You wanna know how I do it? I can't explain the shit. Mechanics brain with a pinch of Big Daddy Kane in it. But I can show you the ropes till you get the hang of it.
Okay, hold on. There's a lot here. Mechanic brain with a taste of Big Daddy Kane. Is that what you said here? I can't even find a bar. Mechanic's brain with a pinch of Big Daddy Kane in it. Okay, so maybe he's saying he's like an engineer, a scientist with these bars, bro. Right? He has the ability to take things apart and put them back together with just pure precision, right? Big Daddy Kane was also an amazing rapper, but he was definitely different from Eminem. But I guess that's the point that he's kind of pointing out here, with a pinch of Big Daddy Kane in it. Like, Big Daddy Kane would come onto a track and just basically slide over the whole beat with like crazy cadences and deliveries exclusively. Now, was it excessively bar heavy as Eminem? No. Think of all of the great things, right, that Big Daddy Kane had to offer, then mix that with Eminem's overall mechanic brain, apparently. And now we have who Eminem is, right? That's a great callback, bro. I definitely appreciate the fact that you randomly do throw in, you talk about the greats, guys, right? Big Daddy Kane is in fact one of them, right? He definitely was the influence for a lot of rappers.
Mechanics brain with a pinch of Big Daddy Kane in it. But I can show you the ropes till you get the hang of it.
Okay, I can show you the ropes so you get the hang with it. I can show you how to do this until you kind of fully grasp it, understand it. But also at the same time, I'm going to show you the rope, right? And I'm going to give you enough of it so you can kind of hang yourself with it, maybe, potentially, right? But all right, let's get it.
Mechanics brain with a pinch of Big Daddy Kane in it. But I can show you the ropes till you get the hang of it. Elephantitis to the nuts element of intelligence.
That's unfortunate. Like, the last thing you want is elephantitis of your testes. I mean, how do you fit in pants? How do you sit down, bro? I mean, there are some of us, all right, that at all times of the day sit on our testicles. I don't know who that person is. I'm not saying, right? But there are some of us that absolutely are constantly sitting on their testicles, right? And we don't have elephantitis. We're just regular old Joes, right? Potentially. I'm not saying I'm part of that club. I'm just saying, okay? There are some people out there, right, that sit on their testicles all day long. So the concept of elephantitis is absolutely, bro, why would you want that, right? But either way.
But I can show you the ropes till you get the hang of it. Elephantitis to the nuts element of intelligent hoodlum, arrested development. Cellar dwellers and wise intelligence, intelligent.
Intelligent Hoodlum was a rapper from Queens. He basically was the basis of like a lot of Queens rappers, bro. Like he's the origin point, right? I mean, him and LL Cool J were basically the origin points, I would say specifically. He had a couple of dope like bangers, bro, like Arrest the President, I think. And then he is the reason why Nas basically named his album Illmatic, right? Apologies, because he came up with the term Illmatic, right? He was the reason for it. I mean, he's responsible for a lot of other Queens rappers, guys. Capone Noriega, Roxanne, guys. Who else? Not Roxanne. Apologies, not Roxanne. I would say Queen Latifah, even, guys. Right? There was a lot of Queens rappers that just exclusively exist because he was out there crushing it in Queens, bro. Then he referenced Arrested Development. One of their biggest songs is probably Tennessee. If you hear it and listen to the chorus itself, you'll be like, oh, that's that song? Yeah, that's that song. From Atlanta, they basically late 80s, maybe? Late 80s from Atlanta. So that's another solid reference here, guys. He's been also at the same time double entendre because he's playing off of their name, saying that he may be in some type of Arrested Development while calling himself potentially an intelligent hoodlum.
But I can show you the ropes till you get the hang of it. Elephantitis to the nuts element of intelligent hoodlum, Arrested Development. Cellar dwellers and wise intelligence, intelligent.
That's another rap group.
Of intelligent hoodlum, arrested development. Cellar dwellers and wise intelligence. It's elementary, through hell I went. Accelerant from
Okay, so that's what we used to listen to growing up, basically.
element. Cellar dwellers and wise intelligence. It's elementary, through hell I went. Accelerant from lack of melanin. Failing in school.
The hell I went with accelerant from lack of melanin, somebody said here? Through hell I went, accelerant from lack of melanin. Obviously, melanin is what basically makes me not burn in the sun, right? Basically. But either way, so what he's saying here is that he had to... I'm saying maybe his childhood was hell because he just referenced his childhood. He's calling his childhood hell, accelerant from lack of melanin. Maybe that has references to the overall hip hop industry. Him lacking melanin and having to basically potentially work even harder in the industry itself for any type of recognition. From hell I went. Accelerant from lack of melanin. He had to work really hard in the industry to get any type of, notoriety, let's say.
Intelligence, it's elementary, through hell I went. Accelerant from lack of melanin. Failing in school, smart eloquent. Help me to rebel against shit so well invent. So eloquently, yeah, I was irrelevant. Soon as I quit giving the fuck, I started a celibate. Now this...
I think I've heard this a lot. I know people are going to be angry in the comments. How dare you say this? But bro, this is a super common line in hip hop. I have no reason why specifically Eminem is using it other than for the meme, let's say, right? But yeah, as soon as I started giving a F, I started to celibate. Not that exact line has been used, obviously, but things that circle that entire thing are common. So obviously celibate as in lack of the viscous innards, right? But also at the same time, as soon as he stopped caring about what people thought, he started to win. And that's the reality. I mean, if you ask a lot of like super successful people when they realized that success was coming their way, it happened when they stopped caring what people thought, right? Like, I think the biggest thing that people suffer with is that, honestly. Like, this is what stops people in their tracks. Like, it stops them from doing any better than they ever have been doing or will do, right? Because they're stuck thinking people actually care. Bro, no. Just do exactly what you want, right? Be exactly who you are inherently. And if people just do not like you, bro, they don't like you. It's fine. Okay, then obviously the double entendre to this line is celibate, sell a bit. Right? Let's get it.
Eloquently, yeah, I was irrelevant. Soon as I quit giving the fuck, I started a celibate. Now there's travel inside the mind of a hater. Cause I don't see no fans, all I see is a bunch of complainers.
Okay.
Kendrick's album was cool, but it didn't have any bangers. Wayne's album of gays couldn't tell you which one was lamer. Joyner's album was corny. Shady's new shit is way worse. Everything is either too tame, it is too much anger.
I don't believe it. Now we get it. I mean, you guys have commented me saying that, Eminem does not sneak this, guys. You keep saying this to me. Okay. This doesn't feel like he's dissing anyone. It sounds like it. It sounds like it, but it wouldn't make any sense for what we've heard so far. But let's just let this ride out. Let's see where this takes us.
Joyner's album was corny. Shady's new shit is way worse. Everything is either too tame, it is too much anger.
Okay.
I didn't like the beat, so I hated, might delete later. You nerdy bricks would find something wrong with 36 chambers.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so basically what's going on here is he's basically making fun of critics, generally new school critics who only care exclusively about the piece of production that the rappers are basically rapping over. They don't care about the lyrics. The lyrics don't mean anything, right? He mentioned a lot of super lyrical rappers that actually have a lot to say, right? Now, some of their beats may not be absolutely dope by today's standards, right? Because again, let's go back to the point where it mattered what you had to say over the beat. Obviously, technology has allowed a lot more people to basically enter into the game of being a producer, and that was not for the better of hip hop. That was just for the better of more people making money, let's say, right? The reality of that situation is, so obviously beats got extremely excessively complex and almost impossible to create 20 years ago. A lot of the beats that you love, right, specifically modern ones, could not be done 20 years ago, right? And unfortunately, we're in kind of like idiocracy typed society, where the only thing that matters is how the beat makes you feel. No more the words. Who cares about lyrics? And Eminem is kind of pointing this out here. I think he's playing on the fact that there are absolute invalids and imbeciles who listen to hip hop exclusively for the beat and rather than the actual lyrical content that some of these rappers have. And he mentioned again a lot of lyrical rappers here, guys. But all right.
I didn't like the beat, so I hated, might delete later. You nerdy freaks would find something wrong with 36 chambers. It's what they do to the greats. Pick apart a Picasso and make excuses to hate. So you can wait for your flowers until you're blue in the face. Stupid, you ain't gonna get them until your funeral wake.
Okay. Ooh, yeah. I mean, listen, guys. The average man is never gonna get flowers. Let's just be honest here, guys. The average man on this planet will never get a flower given to them until they're basically in the ground. Okay. So the concept of giving flowers, obviously, like metaphorical flowers, you're saying, I like what you're doing. You're giving them props for the success they've had in life and things that they've done amazingly. Giving flowers to someone, right? I respect this whole introduction, and as an introduction, this is a very dense introduction, bro. I mean, this is incredibly dense. He said a lot in this 1 minute and 38 seconds. Okay, but all right, guys, listen. We're gonna be doing one every time we release. My release schedule for this channel is every other day. Right, so I guess track 2 will be coming out the next time we upload, guys. Right? But all right, listen, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Enjoy your day thoroughly. Guys, before we go, are you guys subscribed to the other channels? Logical Movie Reviews with Mr. L. Boyd along with Mr. L. Boyd Music. Both are found in the description. Check it out.